the forefront of my mind is to call for a special meeting. I looked at the section that that Councillor Abeyta referred to. When she and Councillor Bencomo became councillors, I met with them and told them that the city charter was going to be our Bible, so to speak. It's going to be the reference for anything and everything that we do, and so far as the legality of meetings, this, that, and the other. And I'd like to say that Ms. Councillor Abeyta has been very good about reading that charter, So according to that charter, 4 of us can call for a special meeting. And I hereby, at this time, would like to know, and if there are 3 other members on this city council who would call for it. According to our public comments, what I am saying right now is permissible. I have not spoken to any other councillor about this except Mayor Pro Tem Gandara. So I have not violated the OMA, and this is the only place I can say it. So at this point, I would like to ask the city clerk as to how to proceed from here. I have also spoken to Mr. Peely about this, and the city clerk said it would be appropriate to bring it up, but now how do we determine whether we have 4 councillors that would want to have the police oversight work session? Thank you. That's my question to you. I know I'm stuttering and stalling. I just don't want to overstep boundaries or, get in anybody's, be inappropriate.
Mayor, Councillor Flores, you could all comment during your public comments today so we could get consensus, or you can discuss it with the city manager and he will get with me to schedule that meeting.
Councillor Flores, if I may, I had mentioned to Dr. Neeson that, I see that they got me this information. This, I think, is going to be good to give to the city attorney so that they can, I think there's some questions in here that need to be addressed before. But as I mentioned to Dr. Neeson, just get me that information because they were talking about a hybrid model. I still haven't received that. I wanted to at least take a look at that and then present it to our public safety board and then move forward. I mean, we're just looking for procedure. I don't think it's fair to jump around and go directly, yes, there's residents that want to go directly to a work session. Does that mean that anytime residents come here and just says, hey, you know what, bypass the PRC, bypass the other committees, we want this like right now? Well, I know that that's not the case, Councillor, but Dr. Neeson comes here every council meeting and that's fine, I understand that, but I guess what I'm trying to say is there's procedures. We'll get me this information. I want to be able to get it to the city attorney, because what happens if during a work session the city attorney says, you know what, I don't think we can do that. I need to research this. I need to find out, is this something that we can do? And so that's all I'm asking.
Mr. Mayor, I'm sorry, but I think you misunderstood me. I'm asking for a special meeting, and it is within the province of our charter to call for a special meeting. I don't disagree with you that the questions that you posed to Mr. Neeson a couple of weeks ago about how much it would cost and, if there's a budget for it, and those questions are definitely important and germane to setting up such an organization. But for purposes of bringing it to the public, I believe it's utterly important to not go to the bureau of the bureau of the bureau, and it just becomes just like a dog chasing its tail. So I just in terms of respect for the many, many residents in our city who are part of this. We have the NAACP, we have, as one organization, I believe, I don't know if they've taken a position, but the League of Women Voters, I know, is very interested in this. There are veritable, respectable organizations that feel that there has to be need for a dialogue. I'm not proposing anything other than a special meeting, not necessarily a work session. And yes, I agree with you, it'd be good to know how much this would actually cost. You know, what would it take? And the other information, Dr. Neeson, that would be very, very helpful would be, you mentioned Boulder today, and then there's Anaheim. But I look at Boulder, I look at Anaheim, I'm familiar with Anaheim, California. They're so different than Las Cruces. And maybe they're not, you know, but just to compare other oversight boards that other cities have, find out how, you know, they're set up, how they're financed, how they work with city government, because the Anaheim, the information I got online is that the board is extensive and has men, women, different races. We are open to hearing from concerned residents and to shed light on certain behaviors that I think we can all learn from. And that's all. I think having a special meeting, I don't know when it would be called. I'll agree right now, that would be great. And then we can move forward. And I think also we'd be showing an earnest and heartfelt respect for those who have worked so hard on this. And that's my piece. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, well, Councilor, what I'll do is, obviously you're supportive of it, so that's good. And then maybe Councilor Karan, as she does her comments, if she wishes to talk about her comments and if she wants to move forward with a special meeting, I would suggest it be a special work session, and that would be a good way to do it informally. So, Councilor Karan.